talking about is being independent and making your side hustle. It's finessing, okay?
Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to a video titled Finesse Your Way to Success. Let's go ahead and get right into this video. Make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So here we go.
First thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to do like a troubled lie. We want to do a untroubled lie. We don't want to do a struggle lie. You know, we want to do an unstruggled lie. Is unstruggle a word? I just made it up. Let's go ahead and look it up in a dictionary. Webster, you got me? Okay, cool. All right, so troubled lies or struggled lies would be lies that are like your rent is due, you're about to get evicted. Ghetto.
Ooh, ah, the ghetto. The ghetto.
Just ghetto, just poor. No one wants to help somebody who is just so dependent, who needs help right away. Literally on sugar daddy profiles or on anything.
Have you heard of this in your circle of friends in regards to women trying to finesse men? Let's be honest.
What kind of question is that? If my friends would ever talk to me about finessing a guy for money?
Like, have they said, yo, let me try to finesse this 1, 2, whoop-de-whoop?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Nope?
Nope.
Stop the cap.
I've heard it from like, I've heard my friends tell me like, being like, oh girl, I heard this crazy story like of somebody else, but I'm
right. For a friend of a friend, right?
Hey, don't even go there, but like, no, my friends would never do that. Like,
Okay,
that's
fair
like... No, that's craziness. The fact that there are women out here teaching how to finesse and how to ask men for money, and don't make sure it's a lie, not too much of a struggle lie, but it has to be just enough.
Whatever happened
like,
to somebody just getting a job?
Yeah.
Like, just get a second job.
For it, yeah.
Get a third job. You know what I mean? Start a YouTube channel. Like, start a TikTok. Like, there's so many different ways to make money in 2021. It's ridiculous.
The title of it's killing me because it's like you're like finesse your way to success. Success is
that's not a long-term. Like she's positioning it as if it's a business plan.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like you would sit down with a financial advisor and work out your 5-year strategy plan.
Be like, all right, so I'm a professional finesser. Okay, this is my business. This is my like corporation name. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, I have a full client list of people. She's probably out here saying she's a consultant or she's like a teacher or something like that. This is honestly ridiculous to me that there are women who are like who, for one, teach this information. Number two, actually watch these videos and say, oh, this is actually they Google or YouTube how to finesse guys or how to ask men for money.
That's crazy.
Guys will literally say like, I don't want nobody that needs help immediately, because that's just not what it is. That's just not what it is, like, at all. I literally said, and I want to get into this, and this is gonna be off topic, but the Add Me app is $1 now, you guys. Bumble, you do not need to pay to see your matches. You swipe until you match with somebody. And if you're not matching with somebody, then your pictures aren't good enough. But guess what? We're going to take this anyway, except personal. Actually, that's going to be the...
All right. So what she's now teaching is women get on dating apps such as Bumble.
Okay.
And pretty much play with a guy's emotions to extract money from him. Forget about his feelings. Forget that he's an individual. Forget that he's looking for a partner, right? Girlfriend, whatever. Forget all that.
Yeah.
Let me try to finesse him to make a quick buck.
This is making my head hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm disappointed in this behavior. Just the fact that you want to manipulate people for your own advantage, for monetary gain, and I'm just like, is money really that serious? Like,
it is.
Is it really?
Like, well, the thing is, people don't want to work for it now, right? People don't want to work for it. And see, the thing is, men don't have these outlets to get fast cash. Like, a man has to work, period, right? There's no outlets. There's no Bumble for men to extract money and resources from a woman. A man has to work. And if he doesn't work, he's considered a loser.
So what happens on Bumble? She's going to go on Bumble, talk to these guys, or like have it in her bio being like, only looking for a certain
what she's gonna do is she's gonna pretend as if she likes him.
Oh.
So she's gonna give out her
see.
number,
Got
have
it.
full-blown conversation, get the guy to like her.
I'm thinking she's actually gonna be honest and put it out there in the description, whatever, saying I'm looking for this kind of person.
No, because she needs to get him.
So
she needs to get him emotionally invested in her, right? So once that emotional connection comes into play, and you know, let's just say she's giving up sex, right? If she's giving up sex for money, that's straight off rip. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna get into that, but if that's what she's promoting, like, let's go ahead and continue. But if that's what she's promoting, that's straight prostitution.
If you are not getting matches, it's because your pictures are not good. So when they tell you, oh yeah, you're not, you can see your matches here or whatever, but when you swipe, you can't message the dude. So we swiping, right? And none of these matches are coming, your pictures are not good. Nobody is matching with you. That's what it is. And Bumble is trying to get money out of you by telling you that you can match, that they have your matches if you pay for it. Ghetto, poor tactic they use to get you to spend money. Now, the Add Me app is $1. If you don't have $1, guess what? The finesse game is not for you. But check this out. We're going to take this anyway except personal. So back at it with the back at it, we're going to talk about the troubled and untroubled life. So we were just talking about rent, right? So also another troubled struggle fib that no one likes to hear is, I don't have any food in my house. My kids don't have any food. Okay, look, that scares me. And I'm going to call CPS because really, stop playing.
To recap, the first lie was about rent, right? You tell a guy that like, oh, you're low on rent, or if
what she's saying is so basically what she's saying is don't provide struggle excuses.
Oh, so these are examples of don't say these
of
things.
what not to do.
Okay, I understand.
Because it's gonna come off too desperate, right? So basically, she's saying if a guy hears these certain examples, chances are he's not gonna give you any money. So she's literally providing a blueprint of do's and don'ts on how to get money from a guy. And then you have impressionable minds that are going to do this. They're going to ride the CC.
She belongs to the streets.
They're going to look up. They're going to be 33, washed up, and out of options, right? So this is poor advice to the youth, right? Like, frankly, this is dangerous.
Nothing about this video is, I don't even know what to say. Like, why? I don't know why she's doing this.
Yeah.
Like, and apparently she has multiple videos about how to finesse your way to success.
Well, I mean,
this is part one.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's a series of how to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly just in shock of that. Like, there's videos out here that are like this, to be honest with you.
Well, you remember the, what's her name again? The, that finesse chick.
Oh, the girl with the spreadsheet with the athletes that she was
What's her name again?
Selena
Powell, there you go.
Yeah.
Like, she's literally creating an army of Selena Powells.
Yeah. Stop telling these men stuff like that. Like, what? You don't even know who he is. He could be working for the county. Like, what? And you're telling him you don't have no food in your house? Listen, y'all. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time only. Well, no, I'm going to keep saying this. Have your own bread, okay? Have your own job. Peep this out. Like I said, I have a full-time job. I have a job. And I have plenty of side hustles, and finessing is one of them, okay?
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. So why am I finessing then if I have all this money? What's the point?
Because
I have a full-time job. I have a couple side hustles.
Right.
Then why do I need to finesse if I have money?
Because she wants to save her money and she wants to spend the guys.
But I don't know you. And
she doesn't care.
And I know what I'm doing over here with the money that I'm making.
Get in where you fit in. Like, she doesn't care, right? So she wants to stack up her money, squeeze whatever resources she can get out of you.
Oh my God.
She'll ring you out and then move on to the next guy. And she's always going to have an abundance of guys, especially if she's on a dating app. Right? Like, there's guys, like, at that point in time, they're just eyeballs and wallets, right? As you're swiping along, you don't even see faces. You're not even connecting with personalities, right? And we talk about a woman pair bonding. You start to lose that ability to pair bond because everyone is a swipe. You know what I mean? You're probably swiping at the grocery store, right? Because
it's her job.
That's her job,
side hustle,
right?
So yes.
So you're literally looking at men as nothing more than an exchange of money.
Honestly, I thought she was gonna say she wasn't working. I'm over here thinking she has no, like, finessing is her full-time, well, other than YouTube, clearly. Finessing is her full-time work or something like that. But in this instance, no, it's that she's good for money.
Yeah.
But it's like, we can get more by finessing people. So, yeah, right? That makes sense. Right,
Let's
guys?
continue. Let's continue.
Sitting here telling somebody, oh, you need your rent paid, or even the car note is kind of a struggle line, because here's the thing about the car note. It is your, there's livelihood in the car note, in the rent. These are things, if you don't have them, if you don't have a car, you can't get to work. If you don't have a house, you don't have nowhere to sleep, you're homeless. Okay, so nobody wants to help you in dire distress. Now, there's going to be girls in the comments talking about, well, my sugar daddy paid my rent, or I had a guy pay my rent. Same, but I didn't come off struggling. And if you say you came off struggling, then please don't make that, you're the exception of the rule. You're the exception of the rule, because literally nobody wants to help somebody that's like always needs them. That's called being dependent. And we're talking about, what I'm talking about, the finessing I'm talking about is being independent and making your side hustle. It's finessing, okay? So, you know.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay. How much longer are we watching this? Because this is killing me.
She's talking about being independent while she's depending on a guy. And the way she's going to justify it is she's going to say she has her own job. So if you have your own job, why do you need a guy?
I'm just curious why she needs the money at this point. Like, you have all your living expenses, right? Or all your, like, basic needs.
Yeah.
You have your rent paid, your maybe it's food. Oh, there it is. Maybe it's food that she needs. Groceries was a no-no. So if you have your rent, your food, your car note paid off or paid for, and you're good, what are you?
Well, she's trying to support her lifestyle. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So it's the addition too. So basically what she's saying is, if you're a woman trying to finesse, make sure you have your bare essentials taken care of, which is your housing, your food, right? Anything beyond that, if it's fashion, heels, bags, things of that nature, she's saying don't spend that money. Let a guy spend that. Let a guy take care of that. That's what she's saying.
Okay.
And then she's saying,
independent then.
Right. So she's able to justify her being independent because she's able to cover her bare essentials. But independence means you don't need a guy, right? You're independent, regardless of what you're trying to buy. So here we have the semantics and mental gymnastics that a lot of modern women are doing.
Hurting my head. I don't know about you, honestly. You guys, like.
But this, I mean, when I was single, this is what I had. This is what I had to go through.
Tell me you had. Okay, so you were in.
This is what I had to go through.
So for like online dating stuff, like you had women being like, "Oh, I can't afford this bag. Can you buy it for me?" Like, how does that work?
I tell women off the bat, like, I'm cheap, I'm frugal. Okay. You know what I mean? So that literally just cuts them loose, right? Because
they don't even try you though.
Nah, they don't even try me. Okay. Right? Okay. And the thing is too is depending on how you come off, right? If you're coming off as a beta guy, they're gonna try you. They will try you. Okay. If you're coming off more of an alpha guy, you have options, they're not really gonna try you, right?
Okay. So you've never had women ask you for money?
No, I've had women ask me for money.
So tell me about that then. So
there's always gonna be an exception to the rule where a woman will try you regardless of if you're an alpha guy or not, right? So in that example specifically, I'm just like, nah, you got the wrong one. I can give you,
though. The audacity of asking a stranger on an app that you just spoke to like for 5 minutes, being like, oh hey, can you give me $500 or something?
Well, like I said, the good ones will lather you up. They'll get you emotionally invested. It's not gonna be the first time around. Okay. It may be a month from now. It may be 4 months from now. It may be 6 months from now. Because you got to understand, women have a rotation of guys, right? Like if you go in the average phone book of a woman or the average text message inbox, Instagram inbox, you're going to see 20, 30, 40 guys. And they're simply going to rotate those guys, right?
You're telling me the average woman is finessing guys for money? Come on. Don't say that.
Oh, yeah.
The average woman. So you're saying majority of women finesse
the
men?
Average modern woman, yeah. Especially under the age of 30. 100%.
I don't want to believe that.
I mean, they'll tell you. Listen, they'll tell you in the comment section.
I'm not saying if it's true or false. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying personally, like, I don't want to believe that there are thousands upon thousands of people.
Thousands? Have you been on? Well, you don't have.
No, I'm not. I'm not in this.
You don't have Instagram, right?
Oh my goodness.
You're not allowed to have Instagram. But if you had Instagram, it is literally Instagram is a woman's paradise for simps. Because all a woman has to do is post a half naked photo of her in a bikini, and there's gonna be 1,000 comments.
This is too much for me.
Right?
I don't like this.
So there's women literally, I mean, at least she has a job, but there's women literally, they will finesse guys for a living. Like, that's all they do.
If you do hair, still do the hair. If you do makeup, still do the makeup. If you do nails, still do the nails. You feel me? But this is the extra bread I'm talking about. I'm not talking about finessing full time. Honey, did it before and it's horrible. Don't ever do it. In my opinion, I'll never do it. Girl, that was a life of struggle. I don't like it. I don't like finessing full time. I like having a job. Okay, so another thing that I will say is a struggle lie is anything like I was gonna say student debt, but student debt, that's not bad. Like your student loan, okay, because that's not really livelihood. If that doesn't get paid, then I mean you can get an extension or something like that, and they wouldn't mind helping you with your education. Okay, that's not a struggle lie. Let me not say that. That's not a struggle lie. Okay, let's do untroubled lies, unstruggled lies. Okay, and that will be stuff like a ticket, like a traffic ticket. You can come up with something like this. You text them. This can be a guy or just can be just, a regular guy that you're dating, or this could be a sugar daddy. Text them all day, every day. Tell them that you're having a good day. Tell them the day is wonderful. Tell them how handsome they are. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Okay. Got it. Get it. Got it. Okay, cool.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. Can't take any more of that mess. But what are your final thoughts?
Don't do this. Okay? If you are a woman out here thinking that it is okay to manipulate people for money, and in this scenario she's saying this is a guy that you're potentially dating or you are dating, right? So you've already got him, like you hooked him in and you tried to create some kind of relationship with this person, but lo and behold you have ulterior motives. What?
No, but I think it goes deeper than that. It could be a guy that they're dating, it could be a guy that they're stringing along, it could be a guy that they're messing with, and they're gonna have multiple guys. You think these types of women, if they had an opportunity to finesse 5 to 10 guys, you think they're going to allow one guy to stop them from finessing 10 guys? You know what I mean?
It's a numbers game for them, right?
It's a numbers game.
If one says no, then I got 5 other.
Right. But even if one says yes, and there's 5 more that are going to say yes, you're going to finesse those guys as well. You're going to be a scenario finesser. That's really what it's going to boil down to.
Please just stop.
Yeah, but you got to remember, we only got 8% of women watching this. Yeah, for the guys watching this,
okay.
Let me ask you this: like, how do you think a guy should maneuver this situation?
Don't be giving women money. How about that? Don't fall into the trap of and if you do sense it, okay. Let's say the scenario of you're talking to let's say you're the guy, right? You're talking to a girl. You met her off of Bumble in this example, and you start talking, you're like, oh, I'm feeling this girl, whatever, right? And then maybe, what, do you think 2 weeks, a month into talking to this girl, you guys are kind of talking dating stage, she pops a question being like, oh my gosh, my loans, and oh, this and that. Okay, the best scenario to do is to first be like, okay, just, even if you have the money, just say, you know what, I don't have the money for it, but let's try to maybe figure out a plan to help you get to your goal of paying off this loan, or I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Try that. Maybe say oh, I can help you develop a plan to get you in the right foot, because I've been in this situation where I've had loans and this is how I was able to pay it off. See what happens and see what a reaction is, being oh, if she's oh, thank you for trying to help me, then okay, then you can continue talking to her and see where that goes. But if she's just oh, how can you do that? Why wouldn't you give me money when I ask you? If she obviously is more aggressive after that, then you know what she was. What she was trying to do. So
yeah, and it's funny you say that. I've actually been in a similar situation where I've given somebody a plan. I didn't give them any money. I would give them a plan, and then they would basically try to say, oh, I thought you would help me and this and that. And I'm like, bro, I just met you 2 months ago, right? So there are women out there that would do something like that. And I've said this in previous videos, for you to really tell if a woman is interested in you is the fact that she's going to make sacrifices for you. So if a woman is making sacrifices for you, she's doing things that she doesn't necessarily have to do, but she wants to do, then that's a good indicator that a woman is, for you. Or like you mentioned, if you're providing a plan, you're not necessarily giving money, but you're providing value in regards to a course of action or a strategy.
Yeah.
And she's receptive to that and taking that on and, listening to what you have to say
and actually, like, does
and
the
actually
plan.
Doing it and executing it. I mean, that's a good
keeper, low key.
Right. That's a good
vetting
indicator,
her
right?
out, but yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.